Hello, Combat, and welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. In this video, we're going to start a new little series where at the end of each season, we're going to review what's coming up in the next season. So after the dev video comes out, they came out last night, we'll talk about that. And then we'll do a quick review of how this season was. So rating the cards, talking about any patch changes, anything like that, right? So first up, we're going to start with the big one. At the end of next season, we're getting packs, right? The card acquisition is just completely changing, and early signs, it looks great, honestly. And I'll talk about why it's great, but the idea is your spotlights will be gone and you're gonna have snap packs, right? So we're gonna have snap packs, which will guarantee you one unowned card, no dupes. Everyone loves the idea of no dupes. Still rotate, and you still have the shop you have now, which I believe they've confirmed the prices of cards separately, not including not the packs, but like if you want to buy like a series 3 or 4 or 5, whatever, right, they're still the same price of 1, 3, 6. Okay. We're also going to give us free daily tokens, which is great. And then you got your packs. So there's going to be quite a lot of packs, and it sounds exciting. And what sounds exciting to me is something that's not even going to affect me because I'm collection complete. And it's like the catch-up packs and the special feature packs, right? Because I'm collection complete, those ain't really gonna matter to me because I'm just going to be opening a new Series 5 card off Series 4, whatever, right? Whenever it's there. But like the catch-up stuff's good. So how they're going to replace the system, I completely skipped over this, is your keys are going to transfer to tokens, right? So if you've got any keys now, they will turn into 3k tokens when these come out. If you've got some keys and some tokens saved up now, I believe the best strategy is to use your tokens if you're only aiming for one card in the spotlight caches. Because if you end up using like 4 keys to get one of the new cards this month before the packs come out, right? That is down the line, that would have been 12k tokens where you could have spent your 6k tokens to get the card in one, right? So if you're in for one card and you've got the tokens, using the tokens of the spotlight keys this month is better for your resources, just a heads up. So there's that. So let's let's talk about it here, the current systems, yeah, blah blah blah, snap packs. So the different types of packs, here we go. So they're gonna have the new Series 5 packs, which will be Series 5 cards from this season and the one before it. So let's say we have a 4-week season. The first pack in the next season will be 6 cards in it, right? You'll have the 4 from the last week, the last month's season pass card, and then the new Series 5 card. And then week 7 would have, if you haven't got any of those cards, would have 7. And then 8, then 9, and then 10, whatever, right? So the last week is probably going to be a little weaker if you're only picking at cards, right? If you're only like aiming for certain cards, it could be a little awkward. But if you're just getting them all straight up, it's kind of nice. There'll be some maximizing stuff around that. Purely so want to do it. Then you've got the same with the Series 4 cards, but the difference is these are from the last 2 seasons. So that makes it sound like Series 4 cards are coming back, right? We've only had Series 4 cards in the last, like, I don't know how long, 6 to 12 months, whatever, came from events, right? Like the limited time mode. But this makes it sound like more Series 4 drops are coming, because they do say they want more cards. But I'd imagine, let's say we got a 4 card week, and we go 4 Series 5 cards, the new season pass card was 5, right? And then you put in limited time mode with a Series 4 card in. Let's say they add like 2 Series 4 cards in at the start of the season or something like that, right? To add more cards, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes, right? Then you have the collector packs, which is they'll have separate packs for each Series 3, 4, and 5, so older cards. So Series 5 that are older than a month, 2 months. A month to 2 months, right? And then Series 4 cards that are older than 2 to 3 months. which all these prices are going to be different. So at an early guess, we don't know the prices. They haven't told us the prices at all. I'd say like the new Series 5 card, it's just it's going to be cheaper than 6K. So I'd imagine like 5.5 or 5K. You've got to remember, when you open these packs, you get a card. I completely skipped over it. And then you get two, where is it? You get two bonuses. I swear it was in here. Oh, there it is. So you get a card and two bonus rewards, right? Which can be extra cards, which is fantastic. It's probably going to be a low chance, right? Imagine like 1% to 5% chance to get an extra card in your card pack. Any chance is a good chance, right? Doesn't matter. You can have variants, cosmetics, and currencies, which is token, boosters, credits, and they also vary. The one thing I don't like about it is boosters. I don't think boosters should be in these packs. Take them out, rest is fine, right? If I'm paying 5.5k for a Series 5 card from a pack, and let's say I get like, I don't know, 100 tokens and 200 credits or something as well, I'm happy with that, right? But if I'm getting 50 boosters, I'm like, what? Come on now. Nah. Or 15 boosters or whatever it's giving, right? I'll be a bit upset. You know, is what it is. And then, so these collector packs are catching up. Then there's going to catch up mechanics. There's going to be featured custom packs, maybe like X-Men pack, discard pack, creative decks of the week. That sounds fun. And stuff like that, right? So this early signs makes it sound like it's going to be great. But obviously we've got to wait and see, right? We've got to wait and see the prices, but I expect this to be great. More cards for everyone, more fun, right? So that's the main thing talked about. And then let's talk about the cards that come in this season, right? We've got Captain Carter, the new season pass card. He looks pretty decent. Ongoing, add this card's power to your back row cards here. Can't add to itself. So if you play this down with Galacta and make it a 4/6, its power is going to be on your back row, right? You put this next to Captain America, that adds, what is it, 2 power to ongoing? Pops off, right? So, interesting. Bit ongoing has needed other ways of scaling and adding power, and this could be it. So, I think this card's going to be pretty decent. Being a season pass card adds a little something. It does not work with Captain America Shield. It's Captain America Shield, not Captain Carter Shield, right? You know, you can cry about that all you want, but that's how it's going to work. So I look forward to playing this card, whether it'll be good or not. It'll probably be decent. I don't think it's going to be game breaking because I'm going, you know, Super Skrull, Rogue, Enchantress, kind of just hurt cards, right? Hurt ongoingness. So we'll see. And then after that, we've got the spotlight cards. So let me just look over the spotlight, shall we? So we're gonna have Goliath. Oops, can I? Oh, we're gonna have Goliath in here. Let me load him up. Why is this? I am making a mess of this. No, it won't. There we go, Goliath. So Goliath also coming. This will be the first card this week. It's ongoing. +1 power for each other ongoing card you have in play. So this is a scaling ongoing card. I think having a scaling ongoing card is always going to be good, right? My one problem with it is it's kind of difficult to get. I was going to say it's kind of difficult to get a lot of ongoing down. But then I'm thinking of Doom. Just adding one in each time so that I can scale like Doom 2099. So there is ways, but like it's kind of the ongoing is kind of missing a way to spread ongoing wide without putting in a lot of cheap ones, right? So we'll see how it goes. Like anything that scales is always good, so it's probably be a decent card. Obviously in that spotlight week, you're getting Gwen and you're getting Cersei. Then the week after, we've got Cull Obsidian Hydra Bobs as a really weak week. And then we've got this little Kahari or whatever she's called. On reveal, each card in your hand gives one of your cards in play +1 power. So this is like insane for Dino decks. Like just hand decks in general, but I was thinking Dino because Dino right now kind of weak and sucks because you don't really, you'd rather have the cards down. But this lets you at least fill your hand up in the last turn. Maybe you go Snow Guard and this, and you've already had some cards in your hand, right? So you fill your hand up back to 7, and then you add 7 power to the board. Could be nice, and that's also buffing the Dino right now. That's the idea of the Dino thing, but we'll see how it works out. It might just be a nice card to have to play on curve in just hand decks in general, right? You have 6 cards in your hand, you play this. I'm not sure if it stacks. Like, I'm not sure if it can go in all of them. It says each card in your hand gives one of your cards in play. Plus 1 power. So we'll see how that works. Could be interesting, might be trash. And then we go back over here. Then we got Infinite Ultron. This is with Cannonball and Pixie. Pixie's kind of a trash card, Cannonball decent. So again, like none of these spotlight catches are super insane. The best one's this one. Gwenpool Cersei is probably the best. But let's have a look at Infinite Ultron. It's a 5/6. On reveal, add 2 stones to your hand. The stones are here. So the card is pretty decent. The stones are pretty strong. Power Stone, you double Ultron's power. Reality Stone, add a drone here, 6 power to Ultron, so 6 power stone, right? Put a card from your hand here. Lowest enemy card here to the location. Move the lowest enemy card here to the location of Infinite Ultron. Yeah, okay. For each of your 4 locations, give one of your other cards here 2 power, you know. Your unreveal abilities happen twice, stuff like that, right? So there's pretty cool stuff that you can do with the stones. This is probably the most exciting card in the season. So this is the one I'm looking forward to most to. Playing some stuff with the stones are pretty cool. Then we have the new Strange Supreme. This is like one of the few cards that has, like, we've already got Doctor Strange and this Strange Supreme. It doesn't really mesh with its old self, but it's got speed and US agent. This is an okay week as well. These are really old, especially since we're going to be an ongoing season. These are pretty good. So a 2/2 gains 2 power from merging. End of turn, merge one of your created cards into this. So it doesn't work with Doctor Strange the way like double, like we've got 2 Captain Americas, we've got 2 Dooms. They like link up, right? This is our second Strange. It doesn't really work with the other Strange, which is interesting because I kind of like the way they were doing like 2 versions of a character and they linked up together. But this one doesn't, so it is what it is, right? Honestly, very interesting type. I believe it's on board, but I'm not sure. I can't remember. I don't know if they confirmed it or not in the video. I should have watched it again before doing this. But honestly, this card looks fun. This could be some fun. Yeah, this is definitely a card I'm looking forward to playing. The Scalar to go with your hand creation stuff. So that's pretty nice. Then the last card, which might be, it comes with Aranya and Madam Web. If the Snap Packs isn't here, right? Because it said Snap Packs is rather coming on April 29th. Or, yeah. Or, like, May, right? So, this might not... So I'm going to look over the spotlight. I'm going to have faith to have it. But the card is ongoing. Plus 1 power for each time one of your cards moves this game. A scaling moving card that isn't... doesn't need you to jump in it. So this is an interesting card. I'm looking forward to this card. So the cards of this season are going to be pretty hyped. I've actually been rambling on for way too long, so I'm trying to speed it up a little bit now. So this next season, the cards are okay. The spotlights are weak, so if you can spend tokens instead of keys, and save your keys for when the snap packs come for efficiency. And yeah, snap packs gonna be hype. I believe we're getting high voltage this season. I think I've seen somewhere, but I'm not sure. I thought I'd seen high voltage somewhere, but skipped over the video this morning after watching it last night, and I didn't see it anywhere. But I thought I seen it somewhere. I might be wrong, but who knows? I was pretty sure I seen high voltage was coming back for a second time, but I might have just dreamt that up. Oh yeah, it's because yeah, no, I honestly I can't remember, but we'll probably have another little limited time game mode, and that. So that's for that season. So I'm going to talk about this season we just had, right? This season we had what, 2 patches, 2 OTAs, right? And very little effect. First one, we got Loki to 1 cost, which was a big thing for about a week, but I've rarely seen Loki since, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Everyone was panicking, Loki and 1's back, blah blah blah, right? But I haven't actually seen him much, so it wasn't like doom and gloom as everyone was making out to be that first week. That being said, Loki 1's still stupid, still strong, but I also like having the ability of playing Loki, so I'm okay with it. Then we had the OTA this week, which the only notable change was Sauron to 2, right? Makes that type of deck work, that ongoing like Red Skull stuff. The Sauron on 2 literally makes the deck work. That card alone brought that whole deck up a tier, right? Because it lets you play on curve so freaking well now. I thought it was a bit awkward because you had to play that on 3, but you really wanted to play like Surtur or something like that, right? Or like Starbrand, I guess, stuff like that. So it's so awkward. It was awkward, should I say, but now it's just better, right? So that was the patches. They're pretty lame. It wasn't anything bad about them. They just were really, really light. And then the cards. Season pass card, Agamotto. I think this card's fun. I thought it was more fun at the start of the season than I do now. I kind of fell out of favor with the card because drawing like 2 or 3 spells back to back kind of ruins your whole game plan. Like, it just ruins your hand way too much. Like, if you just draw spell, and like your first 3 draws, you have nothing in your hand, you don't get to put any tempo down, and you just struggle. That being said, the spells are pretty good and pretty fun if you get them out. The only one that is stupidly strong and probably more on the OP side is a 2-drop, the -5 and move. That one probably should be nerfed a little bit, take out like -4, -3 if you wanted to push it too far. I do think like that's strong. Other than that, I think the card's reasonably balanced, pretty fun. Yeah. And then that came with Esson. Fun card. A little bit weaker than anticipated, I think. Because like a lot of people are playing a lot of random generated cards, right? Which I understand why. But at the same time, you only get 1 or 2 cards down, right? From this, unless you get it down like on turn 4. But most of the time you get it down on 5 or 6, right? At earliest. You could get it on 4 with like a blink play, which could be nice. But if you get it down on 5 or 6, right? You're getting 1-2 cards down, which isn't the end of the world, but like, you don't need to fill your hand with junk to get this out. So that way it's pretty good, but also kind of weaker than expected because you only get 1 or 2 cards from it, right? Next up, we have Starbrand, I believe. Yeah. Card, pretty big body, kind of dodgy effect where it's adding 3 powers to places. Wasn't very good, very great. I didn't have high hopes for it. The Sauron buff makes the card a hell of a lot stronger, right? Because playing Sauron on 2 is just incredible. So this is definitely out of the home in Sauron decks now, and Sauron decks are very playable because of the Sauron buff. That being said, you could also put this in like a control in Serra deck and just Enchantress lane. Next up, we have Firehair. Not as strong as I would have liked it to be, but it's a card that just gets better and better over time. Because any destroy cards that come out you're one of the first questions you ask yourself, can I make this work with fire hair? Right? So she's a card that's just going to get better and better and better. So very, very decent card. And the last card was Conjure that was out this week. Adds an extra dimension to this card. Also, this card's just strong as is. So having this card it's been super annoying for the meta, because it is just, if you played like this last week, it is just discard, 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 right? And I don't mind discard. I don't mind facing discard. What I don't like is facing 90% of the same 11 to 12 cards over and over again, right? So, and Gambit just always hitting the perfect target. But, you know, it's just some hate. Anyways, that's enough rambling for this video. It's way longer than I expected. Yeah, I've been doing these videos like at the end of every season, talking about the season coming up, the season we just had, and all this stuff. I'll probably figure out how to streamline it and get it a little bit better right now. This was just kind of a rushed one this morning because I don't have a full lot of time. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video, and I'll catch you later.